people we don't know, people who don't even speak the same language as us. But still, they made sure everyone got to safety. It is scary when you hear that sound, but it is even scarier when you hear the boom that follows. And this is in Tel Aviv. The closer you get to Gaza, the more dangerous it truly is. And we are thinking of those people. That is tonight's CBS Evening News. I'm Norah O'Donnell in Israel. I'll see you tomorrow on CBS Mornings. Good night.
Brownsville, thank you for watching WNKY CBS 40.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 6. I'm Morgan Hoover.
And I'm Chris Allen. Welcome into a Tuesday evening after a severe clear day.
Yes, another perfect day out there. The skies were beautiful. The temperatures were nice.
Oh, fantastic. We're going to warm up a little bit more the next couple of days, but it's not going to get too awfully warm.
Okay.
But toward the weekend, we may have to cut on some heat again. Just saying. Here's a look at the 4-hour radar and clouds. Not seeing anything yet, but this evening, clouds will be approaching from the south and moving in from our south. They won't bring us any rain. Everything will be just kind of nice and calm this evening with increasing clouds. We'll see overnight lows fall into the 50s, 40s again, and maybe even some upper 30s to locations off to the north. We'll talk about the next 7 days and show you the temperature forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Morgan?
All right, Chris. Well, we have just learned from the family of injured Simpson County Chief Deputy Brad Harper that he had a successful surgery this morning. He is continuing to recover. Harper was shot and injured in the line of duty over the weekend. We're continuing to follow this story, and we will bring you new updates as they become available. Tonight, a Glasgow man missing for nearly 2 weeks is found dead in Metcalfe County. 50-year-old John Price was reported missing on September 22nd. His abandoned vehicle was discovered the following day in a rural area of the Center community in Metcalfe County. An investigation into his death is still ongoing. Well, now to Butler County, where the nonprofit Friends of Butler County Animals is working on an exciting fundraiser that could have Morgantown police on the other side of the slammer with your help. News 40's Carlisle Coppins takes us there.
Yes, Morgan. Beginning tomorrow, all eyes are on Morgantown as the Jordan's Way tour makes a stop at Butler County Human Animal Shelter. Jordan's Way is dedicated to inspiring people to adopt and raising the stakes on reaching their goal. Take a look. On Wednesday, the future of the Butler County Animal Shelter is riding on an event that needs your support.
We're enabling the workers, the volunteers to, get the community involved and just bring more attention to them and try to get them some more support.
The Jordan's Way team is already on the road to Morgantown to raise as much money needed for the shelter.
It is not easy by any means. It is hard. Through these fundraisers and bringing awareness and attention, we're able to raise, thousands of dollars for these places that otherwise wouldn't have that type of funding.
But it takes a community to raise thousands of dollars for homeless animals, and in this case, maybe the chief of police.
They've worked really hard on doing fundraisers and trying to develop money to build a new shelter. And that's kind of a thankless job here. I mean, probably anywhere. And it's just something that a lot of times falls through the cracks. And this will start correcting that process for the future.
In an effort to reach their goal of $15,000 for the shelter, Chief Taylor has agreed to what some may say is karma coming full circle.
Sure, why not? I've slept in worse places. So come on down, throw some money in there, and I'll sleep in a dog kennel. I mean, if that's something you want to see, I'm going to do it.
Fundraising for the Butler County Animal Shelter and to see Chief Taylor sleep in a kennel begins tomorrow. Follow Friends of Butler County on Facebook to see the event live in action from 6 to 9 p.m. You can also donate on Facebook or just stop by the shelter. Morgan?
Sounds great, Carlisle. Thank you very much. Well, a local veteran reaches a huge milestone with his family and community. Elmo Martin celebrated his birthday today at Mission Barbecue in Bowling Green, turning, get this, 103 years old. Martin served in World War II. Two fellow veterans from his service years were in attendance today. Representatives from the Warren County Sheriff's Office, Bowling Green Police Department, and WKU Police were also there to share their appreciation for his service. News 40 spoke with Martin. Here's what he had to say about his big day.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Being lucky, healthy. I had a great job working with the automobile companies, Ford, General Motors, and all those people. I was one of the front men to travel all over, helping them design the parts and so forth.
Martin recalled some of his classic war stories as well. He also says he has a book out called Butler County Memories. He is currently working on a second one. Well, the newest addition to the Shake Rag District is taking the place of the former Save-A-Lot building. Small Business Incubator will open up shop in 2024, set to help businesses in the district that were affected by the tornadoes get back on their feet. MedCenter Health is set to open up a wellness center, via retail, a salon, a restaurant, and a bakery coming as well. The Housing Authority of Bowling Green has worked with the City Commission for a while to bring this plan to fruition. Director Abraham Williams is excited to see this product finished.
It is. I'm excited, and it's a dream come true, especially for this community. This community always had a whole lot of pride with it, and we just bring back the pride to this community, to Shake Rag community and the City of Bowling Green.
The new incubator is set to open between May and June of 2024 in the old Save-A-Lot building on College Street. To the Hill now, the keynote speaker of the new Presidential Speaker Series at Western Kentucky University is Dr. Robert Ballard. He's the man who discovered the location of the Titanic and rewrote much of how we understand the Earth. Ballard will talk about all of his discoveries and future endeavors, including where he thinks the future of the economy and undersea exploration are going tonight at Van Meter Hall on campus. When asked about the recent Ocean Gate catastrophe, Ballard had this to say.
In 1960, we went to the deepest depths of the world's oceans with the Bathscath-Trieste. That was in 1960. Since then, we have never lost a single person because we dove in certified pressure hulls.
Ballard will be speaking tonight at 7 in Van Meter Hall. The event is free and open to the public. With Halloween just 3 weeks away, the Warren County Public Library is bringing back a way to watch classic movies at the Capitol Theater and celebrate the spooky season. The second annual Booze and Brews is taking place on Friday. This year, a double feature of Beetlejuice and Ghostbusters will be shown. It starts at 6 o'clock. This is a family-friendly event, but for those 21 and over, White Squirrel Brewery will be on site serving their favorite brews.
I'm just glad we're back. I'm glad that we get to do events like this. It's a really neat project. It looks like this is only their second year doing it. So I hope we can build on it. We can grow with them as they do many more of these and many more events like this. So it's great to be downtown and to be part of the community.
The showing is completely free. Concessions will be available on site. Beetlejuice starts at 6. Ghostbusters follows at 8 o'clock. Here in Bowling Green, spooky season is upon us. You can see decorations of many kinds on doorsteps already. News 40's Michael Ridgway joins us in the studio tonight with a local business that wants to help repurpose some of those decorations that are so popular this time of year.
That's right, Morgan. Compost Bowling Green, a business that just started last year, is looking to impact the environment in a positive way. And pretty soon they'll be asking you to drop off all your gourds. Take a look.
So we just ask that people who do want to bring their used pumpkins here, that they either keep them whole or that they carve them.
Around this time of year, you'll see a lot of these, and these, and these. But after Halloween, usually they go to waste.
I see lots of pumpkins when I drive around on our collection route. We do a residential collection route. And Yeah, they just seemed as if they were going to waste. Every year people recycle their Christmas trees. I just thought that this was another good opportunity. There are so many of them that people just aren't using.
Charlie started Compost Bowling Green in 2022 to address a community need. And now in partnership with the Community Farmers Market, soon they'll have their second pumpkin collection.
I was super excited about it. I've always been very passionate about sustainability and food waste. In addition to working here at Community Farmers Market, I also work for WNKY, which is a nonprofit organization that connects surplus fruits and vegetables from different sources with nonprofits that feed people.
And after shocking results last year, the organizers are ready to do it again.
I was blown away by the community response. We had a lot of people, even after the program was over, asking if they could still drop off pumpkins.
I think we collected around 500 pounds of pumpkins.
And with all these efforts going towards a few good causes, Charlie just wants to make sure everyone knows the most important rule for pumpkin drop-off.
Leave them whole. They look beautiful like that. Carve them if you want. They'll break down some, and those will either go to animals or to the compost pile, but please just don't paint them.
Collection will run through the first week of November. They ask that you drop off all your pumpkins, squash, zucchini, those kinds of foods in the green compost bins by the bus in the back parking lot. Morgan, back to you.
All right, Michael. Well, organizers are putting the finishing touches on this weekend's Harvest Fest in Bowling Green. One group is especially excited about the festivities. Around this time last year, coincidentally, the manager of Mercadito Hispano organized a festival with Latino business owners. This year, the city is partnering with the Hispanic community to bring another layer to the Harvest Festival. Jose Gonzalez tells News 40 they've been working to make everything as accessible as possible. He said they'll be offering face painting, games, and a lot of food, as well as sharing some of their culture and educating people on the Day of the Dead.
It'll have flowers, a bunch of offerings like bread, candies, and things like that. Traditional things to sort of give people a concept of what it is that the day is truly about, sort of how we leave stuff for Santa Claus out on Christmas. It's a similar concept there.
Gonzalez says Day of the Dead is about remembering loved ones who have moved on, that everyone is eager to see Bowling Green turn out in big numbers for this weekend on the square. Well, still to come on News 40 at 6. The death toll continues to rise in the fighting between Israel and Hamas, with at least 14 Americans pronounced dead in the crossfire. The latest details in just a bit, but first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is back after the break with a full look at our forecast. That's next.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Kroger, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Dog Stay Out is South Central Kentucky's 5-paw rated dog resort. Whether for the day or a whole vacation, Dog Stay Out will keep your pets safe and loved. Dog Stay Out offers boarding, daycare, agility courses, positive reinforcement training, grooming, and more. With multiple packages to choose from, pamper your pup any way you see fit. Find out more at dgokY.com. Your dog's home away from home. Dog Stay Out.
I'm a native Kentuckian. What I love about Kentucky is its people, its hardworking people. To hear Daniel Cameron say that he's going to take away health care from 95,000 Kentuckians, these are people with jobs, working parents. How does taking health care away make our state better? Cameron is just recycling old Matt Bevin policies. I don't think he understands me, don't think he understands my family. A governor should look after people, not go after their health care. Daniel Cameron is just wrong for Kentucky.
The $250,000 mega draw is here at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Win by matching just one number and match all 6 for $250,000 cash. Drawing Saturdays in October every hour from 5 to 8 p.m. Only at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Now through October 13th, you can join Planet Fitness for just $1 down, $10 a month. With free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, it's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy. Join for just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, October 13th.
Inside the octagon, no one fights like me. But outside, no one fights for the people like Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Morgan & Morgan, the official law partner of UFC. Fighting is in our DNA.
CBS celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month.
At Kroger, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, it feels like fall. We got the pumpkins that we just saw that we got to compost later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. I'll leave mine out until the bees start buzzing around, the flies start,
yeah.
And it's like, okay, I think it's time to bring them or get rid of them. Yeah. But anyway, we're getting into that time of the year when we're going to watch for these big trends in temperature going up and down. It's kind of like a roller coaster ride, and it's going to continue to be that way because fall, like spring, is a transitional season. We go from summer to winter. We've got fall in between where you can have these rises in temperature like the next 3 days. We go into the mid, even upper 70s for a couple of days. And then you can have these falls where we get the colder air coming in. And look at that. 50s and even almost mid 50s for high temperatures as we head into this weekend and the beginning of next week. And look at that, the normal is 75. We're going to feel that the next few days, but this weekend even colder than it was this past weekend. So you may want to get some logs on the fire and get ready for that because it's coming. Temperatures right now, not bad at all. Around the Kentucky Mesonet Network, mid-60s with the dew points in the comfortable 30s and 40s. Another sign with the stable air mass where we may go with a couple of overnight temperatures tonight. And that means places like Hartford or Hardinsburg and further north could even find a touch of some frost in the area like some of you did this morning. Right now it's 66 and comfortable as we look at the traffic camera down at I-65 and Scottsville Road. Northwest wind at 6, humidity just 38%, dew point at 40, falling barometer at 29.86. As we look at the numbers today, officially 71 at the Bowling Green Airport, 4 degrees cooler than the normal of 75, and 43, that's where we landed this morning at the airport in Bowling Green. 50 is where normally we should be, but I think tonight will be close to those numbers. Once again, probably more mid-40s. The reason why? High pressure overhead giving us the clear skies that we've seen all day today and should see tonight, except this frontal boundary to the south of us is going to start to ease its way back to the north. And as high pressure moves east, we'll naturally get some mid and high level clouds that'll start to sneak in from the Tennessee Valley. These will not be rain producing clouds because they're higher up in the atmosphere, but off to the northwest of us there will be some showers from St. Louis all the way to Lincoln, Nebraska. This front tomorrow is going to turn into a warm front, and as it does, it'll clear out the skies by afternoon, and we're looking at a beautiful Thursday afternoon into Friday as we get the dry weather beginning Friday, but then Friday afternoon, here comes the rain once more. Mainly clear, some increasing clouds tonight. We'll go with 45 for the overnight low, and there's your 7-day forecast coming on in here with that big cool down expected by late weekend. Some shower chances in there too, beginning Friday into Friday night, and then kind of off and on throughout the weekend, the beginning of next week as it turns much cooler. Here's what's coming up tonight on CBS 40.
If you are at risk for cancer, or if you have received a cancer diagnosis, the MedCenter Health Cancer Services team is here to care for you when you need it most, offering the latest in treatment options, clinical trials, genetic testing, and surgical services. You don't have to travel far to get the care you need. With services in Bowling Green, Franklin, Caverna, and Glasgow, our team cares for people together. Learn more at medcenterhealth.org/cancer.
I'm waking up my day. So let's get it started. Turn it up, turn it on. Keep the morning moving right along.
Watch WNKY News 40 Sunrise for the latest in local news.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise.
Weather on the 4s to get you out the door.
And good morning to everyone at home.
And local events and entertainment to jumpstart your day.
News 40 Sunrise Way.
Weekday morning starting at 6.
I usually vote Republican, but I'm also voting for Andy Beshear. I definitely feel that Kentucky's moving forward under Andy's leadership. He brings great ideals to the floor. Andy's the guy that's been bringing the two parties together. Beshear's brought a lot of good jobs to the state of Kentucky. He makes sure that the police have everything they need to keep us safe. Andy cut the income tax. That's a big deal, huge deal. I voted for Trump because I felt he was putting the American people first. I'm going to support Andy because I do feel he's putting Kentucky first.
We were part of a thriving ministry, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we were told that we had to stop.
During COVID, we told everybody that wanted to come, we would be open. Governor Beshear decided that he would send the state police out. They'd put tickets on everybody's car. I was threatened to be put in jail.
We were actually put on a police list.
Governor Beshear has used fear to control people, and he can't be trusted to govern Kentucky ever again.
Protect Freedom PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Name an animal the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her.
Iggy.
Hey, fellas, don't do that. It ain't no cute way. Big ass.
5 days a week, you'll be saying, what the feud?
Piggy, you just my little piglet. There's no way to fix that.
Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
The death toll in the fighting between Israel and Hamas continues to climb. At least 14 Americans are among the dead. President Biden spoke with the Israeli Prime Minister today and addressed the crisis publicly from the White House. CBS's Natalie Brand is there.
Israel is carrying out punishing airstrikes in Gaza as its Iron Dome intercepts incoming missiles from Hamas. The Israeli military says the air assaults are designed to cause maximum destruction in areas where it says Hamas terrorists congregate. Hundreds of targets were hit in Hamas stronghold Ramal. Even Gaza's main port was struck. Security experts say for Israel, this fight is unlike previous rounds with Hamas.
Israel has to win this one conclusively, so that no one else, whether it's Hamas or Hezbollah or Iran, tries to test it in this way in the future.
We stand with Israel.
Speaking at the White House, President Biden reiterated U.S. support for Israel.
We will make sure the Jewish and democratic state of Israel can defend itself today, tomorrow, as we always have.
The U.S. is surging additional military assistance, including ammunition and missile interceptors. It's also sharing intelligence to help with hostage recovery. Americans are among the captives.
Hostages whom Hamas has now threatened to execute.
We are looking for our son. We have to find our son.
Laor Abramoff was at the music festival that came under attack. He took refuge in a bomb shelter and is missing.
We spoke with a witness that saw him taken away on a pickup truck.
As rockets light up the night sky, there has also been deadly fire with Hezbollah along Israel's border with Lebanon, fueling concerns about the conflict expanding. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Stay with us. Sports is next.
Jeez. Hey, Trent. What's going on? You've been here for 7 hours.
I'm having problems with son, this ain't I'm coming back tomorrow.
I should have called JD. Trent, gee.
Should have called JB Electric. At JB Electric, when it comes to electricity, we don't mess around. Make the right call. Call JB Electric.
It's the BetMGM offer of the week. Get up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. For all the games, in the playoffs. Put your picks and parlays on the pitch clock and turn any game into a must-watch. Download the BetMGM app, and it's on.
Sodexo, in partnership with WKU Facilities Management, is looking for custodial workers and custodial team leaders for the WKU main campus. Competitive wages and an excellent benefits package. Both full-time and part-time weekend positions available. Check out all available opportunities by searching Sodexo on Indeed.com. Or apply directly by scanning the QR code with your phone's camera and become the newest member of the WKU campus community.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Some people think that fighting like a girl means to give up easily. They haven't met this fighter yet, or any of the female injury lawyers at Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan & Morgan, the official law firm partner of UFC. Fighting is in our DNA.
I was raped by my stepfather after years of sexual abuse. I was 12. Anyone who believes there should be no exceptions for rape and incest could never understand what it's like to stand in my shoes. This is to you, Daniel Cameron. To tell a 12-year-old girl she must have the baby of her stepfather who raped her is unthinkable. I'm speaking out because women and girls need to have options. Daniel Cameron would give us none.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, weeknights on CBS.
Welcome into sports. Here's an update on the 4th region tournaments for boys and girls soccer. Tomorrow, Warren Central will face Todd County Central in the first semifinal matchup at 5:30. Then it'll be South Warren and Franklin Simpson at 7:30. Both games are at the Pit at Bowling Green Junior High. The winners will face off in the 4th region championship, eyeing a spot in the Kentucky State tournament for boys soccer. Also tomorrow, Warren Central will be facing off against Bowling Green in the first semifinal matchup at 5:30. This will be followed by Greenwood taking on Russellville at 7:30. Both games are at Warren Central High. The winners will face off at the 4th region championships, eyeing a spot at the Kentucky State tournament for girls soccer. And on the collegiate pitch, WKU soccer is returning home after losing to the UTEP Miners in El Paso 1-0. The Tops will face off against La Tech, the Bulldogs, who have yet to win a conference match this season. WKU is 6th in conference standings, while La Tech is 8th. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. this Thursday at WKU Soccer Complex. And speaking of Conference USA, while WKU has a bye week, 2 CUSA opponents are in action tonight. La Tech is facing off against MTSU right now, while Liberty kicks off against Jacksonville State at 6:30. The Tops are next scheduled to face Jacksonville State and Liberty in their next 2 games. We will have those final scores at 10 and how that will affect WKU. And the Kentucky Wildcats are looking to stay in the top 25. Facing against Mizzou this week. Both teams are 5-1. Head coach Mark Stoops discussed what this team has to do to stay at the top of the SEC.
For us, what you're talking about, the thin line between success and failure. I mean, you have to see it. You know, what went on, you have to own it, you know, and then you got to look for solutions. And then you got to go do it. And that's what we plan to do. I mean, I've always done it that way. I'm not going to run and hide. We're going to get back to work, and first thing we're going to do is show it to them.
And the Tennessee Titans are heading across the pond this week for a matchup with the Ravens. The Titans will be playing at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium bright and early at 8:30 a.m. Head coach Mike Vrabel says it's time to put last week's performance behind them and focus on this matchup.
We know what we're getting ready for. A lot of respect for them, and we just have to come to work and start preparing. As much as it it's disappointing, like we got to move on, and I try to give myself till 9 o'clock to quit pouting, and it's time to go to work.
And the Preds had their puck drop on their season. Right now they're winning 2-1 in the third period, so it's going to be very exciting to see what Nashville can do.
Absolutely exciting stuff, Maxwell. Exciting weather. It's nice and warm. Going to cool down again, I know.
It's going to warm a little more. 70s, mid to upper 70s the next couple of days. Then we get some showers in here by the weekend, and that is when it's going to turn much cooler, even colder for some people. Mid 50s, that's colder.
Yeah, very much so.
On the cool side, hoping for some decent weather for some football on Friday, though.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Just no lightning. Just no lightning. That's all I ask.
Work your magic, Chris. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.
Appreciate it, y'all. Welcome to Family Feud, everybody. I'm your mayor, Steve Harvey. We got a good one for you today, y'all. Returning from their second day from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's the champs. It's Henderson family. And from Lockport, Illinois, it's Travis family. Everybody's here trying to win themselves some cash, and somebody might have a shot driving out of here in a brand new car. Hey, let's go meet Travis family. Hey, Randy, how you doing, man?
Good, Steve. How you doing?
Good, good. What are you